Guys, Brittany Renner pulls up on Fresh and Fit at DJ Academic's spot, apparently. Guys, I want y'all to know something. We reacting to this, right? We finna get into this, but this is strictly for the culture. All right, so a lot of y'all should understand why Fresh and Fit do the things that they do on their podcast, right? They have guests, women that are typically modern women. And we all know Brittany Renner situations. This is going to be something that's it's going to be entertainment, guys. It's going to be, a little educational. We are going to dissect this, guys. We're going to dissect this, all right? We have to look into stuff like this because this is two opposing forces, right? One force is just the whole modern women ideology. The other is just red pill knowledge and trying to get this stuff to you guys. So this is a community that we are all in, right? And I feel like this is important because this is what, we are all facing. This is going to be a good debate, I'm expecting, right, between one of the head honchos of modern women. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what Fresh and Fit got to say. Let's get into this.
Here's the thing. We've always said it, like, men and women, we're very different. We have opposing goals. Like, girls are trying to, get resources, time, attention out of guys. Guys are trying to get sex. And girls, a lot of the time, are trying to get what they need to get out of dudes without necessarily giving it up. And some girls are good at it, some girls aren't. And then there's other girls that are kind of models for that are good at finessing dudes. And not to say that you're a finesser, I ain't saying that, but girls are able to, run laps around a lot of guys. And that's why our podcast exists, to help dudes out to understand, like, how women operate and how they move.
Her point of view would be diametrically opposed to you guys by saying, well, I'm not the exact typical person who you may think dudes are running into or you're trying to tell people to stay away from.
I mean, well, sure, she could tell. She was saying that we're wrong, I guess, about that.
Well,
so tell us a little bit about yourself. Then.
No, I think you know more about me than I do myself. So you're saying... No, obviously you do, though, because you said that you warn guys about girls like me. So tell me about girls like me.
Okay, so, like, guys, right here, she's deflecting. She's deflecting like crazy. She already knows what the dynamic is. Like, she said it kind of herself already. Like, Fit has already explained, this is why we do our podcast, right? This is what we try to spit to these guys. This is how we gonna get guys to win. This is essentially what it is. Women out here have a higher hand than most men out here, guys. Like, that's just the truth. Women and dudes, anybody watching this, you got to understand that, just like he said, women they're so ahead in manipulation. They're so ahead in getting what they want. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to guys. And with all the simps out here, with the culture that we have today, I don't need to go into all that because you guys know. This is what I talk on my channel all the time, right? So you guys understand this. But she's sitting here trying to deflect on these guys. We already know what your deal is. It's already been all over, you know what I'm saying, the place. Your business is out here, right? She's exposed herself too many times. It's the same girl that explained a video on how to trap a dude and then proceeded to trap dude. So what are we really talking about here? You know what I'm saying? But let's continue on, guys. Continue on.
Just humor women in general. Like, I mean, there's
don't women in general, because you literally specifically said before we got on here
this was an off-camera conversation.
That you did say that.
That's true.
You warn guys about girls like me. So now that we're face to face, what kind of girl am I?
You're not special. You're like other girls. That's the key.
I'm not special.
Like, you're like other women that are.
So
like,
what makes you special then?
I never said I was, but you're trying to say, well, what makes me different from, like, a lot of women operate the way you do.
And how do I operate?
Okay, come on, y'all. Like I said, like what are we talking about here? We know how women like her operate. Like, this is, I think what this is about, right, is she feels attacked, and by all means, I understand that you feel attacked, but it's like, come on now, like, it's not even the fact, nobody really knows the whole situation of her and PJ. What it seems like from a red pill perspective is, yeah, you trap dude, but, you know what I'm saying, am I trying to come out here and just throw shots at you and call you all kinds of names and all this stuff? I don't even need to. Nobody needs to, right? Nobody needs to disrespect anybody's name, but the situation is what it is. And that's why, you know what I'm saying, you moved the way you moved. People need to be aware of this stuff so they can be saved from it. Like, we got to save these guys from situations like this, or whoever has the capability, it's going to be other athletes out here, right? May not be every guy that has a chance to get with a top tier a woman like that, you know what I'm saying? But even the guys that do, they still need to be wary of this stuff. Young dudes that's just getting contracts, just like PJ. All right, well, what about the cases where most times they do get finessed and get caught up in a trap? They still need to know. Guys still need to be aware of this stuff. Drake didn't have to put hot sauce in that condom for nothing, right? The hot sauce was in the condom for a reason.
Men are trying to get sex. Women are trying to get resources, time, attention, whatever it is that they're looking for. And a lot of girls play the game better than guys. We talk about this openly on our podcast. And we're teaching guys how to not necessarily get finesse and get what they want out of girls, which a lot of the times is intimacy, but they're not able to get it. But girls are easily able to obtain money, time, resource, attention, whatever it is. Girls are running laps around dudes, which is why podcasts like ours exist.
Do you believe that Brittany has been effective in extracting, as you say, time, resources, and other things out of dudes?
Of course.
Yeah, to a degree, sure. Yeah. I mean, like, well, here's the thing. You've been so adamant about me being incorrect and I don't know and you don't know me and all this other stuff. Tell me then. Maybe we're off. Who knows?
Let's bring it back a couple notches. Mm-hmm. Okay. So there's really a lot to unpack here because my first question to you is, what do you gain from telling girls that they're not special? How does that make you feel? I mean, I know everything is a joke, but I'm asking you a real question. So how does that make you feel? Because if I say you're a bitch ass, that does something for me, right? If I insult you or if I tell you you're not special, you're forgettable.
She's snapping.
What does that do for me? No, but that doesn't. But that's what I'm saying. No, but I'm saying, what if I call you? If I just say that again, you're forgettable. That's why I didn't want to do you guys' podcast. Forgettable. Hate the setup. The name is underwhelming. I didn't really see the value in it. Sure. Right? Okay, that's how I feel. Right. But so I may not agree with anything you guys talk about. I went to your guys' page.
What does that, like, guys? Okay, so throwing insults at their platform. What's the point of that? What's the point? This is what happens, I think, a lot of times when you call somebody out on their stuff, right? You see a snake and you call it a snake, and the snake gets mad that you found out that it's a snake, that you expose it as a snake, and that's the situation. So I think she's trying to save face by saying, oh, I'm not actually, this type of girl. But it's like your track record, right? Your facts shows that that's that. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, some of y'all really need to go back and check out that video where she's literally explaining that, if you want to trap a guy, this is how you do it. And it's so easy and this and that. Like, guys, if that wasn't enough, I'm just, PJ, you should have watched that, bro. But anyways, man, let's continue with this.
And I went to the different links and the different services and the courses that you guys offer. And I do see that there's a place for that. So even though it may not have been in alignment with what I am about, I can still give credit where it's due without trying to devalue you guys, because you guys are doing something special.
Yeah,
right?
Of course.
Because you guys are,
trying to help.
Are there a lot of other people doing what you do? You could consider your guys' podcast special, right?
I think what she's mentioned is like the self-help portion for dudes.
I'm simply asking her to tell us about herself because we were so incorrect. So tell us about yourself. That's all I'm saying. And then she went into attacking us. And
no one's attacking you, because like I said, I never listen. There's a lot of people that will not sit down and have a conversation with you just because of the comments that you guys made. Well, you made. And you chimed in, so you guys are Tweedledee and Tweedledum kind of, right? So I'm here to have a conversation with you guys. Wow. Because for me, I feel like what a lot of male-dominated podcasts are missing is the bridge of understanding.
The bridge of understanding what? The bridge of understanding is trying to understand how modern women move, and they're doing that. And they're bringing these kind of women on their podcast and teaching them and showing them, hey, you want a traditional man. You're not traditional women, right? You want to be out here shaking your booty. You want to be out here chasing the bag or trying to finesse a dude out his bag or trap a dude, and these are the consequences. Or, hey, better yet, you only got this amount of time to try this stuff before you hit the wall, or guess what? You might get caught up yourself, right? So they have a reason for doing that. There's no bridge of what, right? You know what I'm saying? Bridge these nuts.
So I came here not to argue you guys or to call you out of your name or to disrespect what anybody's doing, because I felt like the interview I had with him, there were things that he said I didn't agree with, but I wanted to sit down and hear his point of view. So that's what I'm trying to do here. So for you to say you're not special, well, I'm special to someone, just like you're special to someone, just like he's special to someone.
All right. This is not the point. This isn't no preschool book where you're trying to teach kids, hey, you're special. Here's a golden star, and you get a golden star for participating. Even though you came in last place, here's a golden star for you too. That's not the point. That's not the point. If you feel, of course, your peoples care about you, and their peoples care about them. Everybody got somebody that cares about them. Great. That's not the point, though. That is far from the point. Like just going off course, man.
Why you even have this view of women. And like I said, I feel like you need to kind of just be honest and show people who you really are. Like, I know that for people to be dragging you guys and take this little clip and say that's who you are, that's not true. So that's why I sat down and had this conversation. I'm not here to degrade
clips.
You. So when you make comments, when you make comments like, oh yeah, no women are special. So no woman is special, but yet you guys have a whole podcast dedicated how to get women. Just for sex. That's all you guys are. So you're saying men are just limited to just sex. That's all they care about is sex. Yes or no? That's all you guys care about. There's no emotional need.
I mean, for these kind of women, that's all they're possibly useful for. That's it, because they're not wifey material. So what else would they be for? Like, let's keep it a buck here, fellas. If a chick has displayed that she is not wifey material, and she mentioned, they show a clip of you and they slander you, that's not really who you are just because of one clip. She showed multiple times, literally, her ass. Literally and figuratively, right? So she's already shown that she's not a wifey material type of chick. So with that said, guys, women that show that they're not wifey material, what else would you do? What else could you possibly do with them? Let's say a chick shows that she's not wife material, that she's a model woman out here trying to thought it up, hot girl summer-ish, and she's trying to link up with you. What are you going to do, fellas? What do I say do? Hey, be careful, right? Take your necessary precautions as long as you're not trying to fall in love with this chick because you know that she's not wifey material. Hey, have your fun if you can handle it and just dip. Do your thing. Enjoy your time with her. She enjoys her time with you. That's it. And you leave it at that. There's nothing wrong with that, fellas. If she's already deemed, and this is the thing, they're already showing their ass. They're showing that they're not a quality chick or a quality woman. That's on them.
I want a hole.
Wow, you are triggered, man. Wow.
I think also
she wanted a whole rant there.
Honestly, it's just I speak with conviction. Yeah, I mean, for you to say girls like me, I'm just like, okay, well, I'm assuming if I go off of what people have said about me, I'm a gold digger who finessed my boyfriend who I lived with and wanted to marry me and still would want to have more kids with me if I wanted to stay with him.
Hold up. That's cap.
I finessed him. And I guess I'm a gold digger. And so all girls like that.
Let's bring this back full circle because you're speaking with a lot of emotion right now. And to be honest, you're not really making a point. I said at the top, men and women, it's a delicate dance between the two genders to get what they want. Correct? I said men want sex, women want resources, attention, money, time, whatever it is from a man. It changes per girl. Some girls want money, some girls want attention, some girls want time, or some girls want a hot guy, whatever it is. But there's a multivariate requirement from women of what they want. And men typically it's just sex. So in that regards of intersexual dynamics between men and women, I'm saying you're not special because you're like every other girl. You want to get resource, time, attention, or whatever it may be, commitment from a man, and a man wants to get sex from you. So when it comes to that, we're talking about biology of what men want from women. You are not special. You are just like every other girl, just like I'm every other guy. The difference is this. I'm not going to sit here and say, I'm special, I'm Myron Gaines, I can do this and that.
Exactly. What do you hear the model women doing? What do you see them doing on IG everywhere? Posting, showing all this stuff. The culture that they are spreading, this hookup culture that we in today, right? This, I'm going to use guys for their resources. This, if he ain't got money, hey, if he broke, this. If he got money, then take it, right? Simp culture we living in today. I'm going to have 5 beta male orbiters. I'm going to have this guy designated for the dinner dates, right? I'm going to have this guy designated to pipe me down. And I'm going to have a few other dudes. Us as men have had to adjust to this, right? And at different levels. At different levels, we've had to adjust to this. It's a whole new dynamic out here. Guys need to be prepared, right? There's nothing wrong with putting guys up on game about this stuff so certain guys can stop losing and start winning. And guys that's winning, hey, win more.
We said all the time, city boys up, like we don't sit here and try to make ourselves look special. We're regular guys. We want sex. It is what it is. But women run around and say, I'm special. I'm different. It's like, nah, bro. Y'all don't live in reality a lot of times. You guys say, I deserve that. I deserve this. I'm special. Someone looks at me as special. Like, bro, at the end of the day, you're a woman. I'm a guy. You are playing the game to get what you want out of the relationship. I'm playing the game to get what I want out of the relationship.
Simple.
Or temporary relationship, whatever it is. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm special. That's what I'm talking about. You can say you're special in other regards, but I'm talking about between men and women, that is the game.
It's literally that simple. Guys, we need to adjust. We've had to adjust to the culture today, right? And to recap this whole thing, like, I know Brittany, doesn't want to feel attacked. Nobody wants to feel attacked. But through actions that you've even done, even besides the PJ, maybe the PJ Washington thing is just up in the air, right? Because everybody's putting in rumors and this and that. But there are a bunch of facts pointing to your type of character, actually of who you are, that you've already exposed yourself. So, with that, I mean, you've kind of warranted, right, a lot of the things that's been thrown at you, the slander that's been thrown at you. Anytime a podcast like Fresh and Fit is being slandered, it's because they are spreading this kind of culture of trying to expose things, right, flaws in the modern woman that affect a bunch of guys and maybe help guys out too. So of course, when you're on that side that's, trying to come up, the underdog side, you're going to get, you're going to get flack, and it is what it is, right? So, that's why I wanted to review this, guys. It's important that, us in this community try to stay together. Like, some of y'all like to poke and pick at content creators and do this and that in the same space, and it's like, we're not against each other. Like, I don't know, right? Because I don't start beef. I don't do none of that stuff. But for people that's always comparing and saying this and saying that, oh, well, you said this and then they said, it's like, bro, if you really just trying to look at the bigger picture, and that's us against this negative culture, or just us trying to win in this new culture, right? There's no time to make enemies with any kind of content creator in this space. This is why we do this. We do this to give us an advantage, right? And overall, it's making a shift to get things back on track. Hey, that's my goal anyway.